and the mobile money number is 0886 097451.
Amanda, my pouye, Iliberia, my Double.
Trigger.
Aha, y'all want to roll the punch giant right to take over.
Like
Y'all want to roll the Papa coming again. Y'all want to roll Papa Georgie coming again. Y'all want to roll Mama Joe coming again. Who want to roll City coming again. Now they walk on giant coming so better move I say you're better move your it's about to get away. We come here again.
Good evening, hello, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the Friday's edition of the CDC Hour. Today is August 1, 2025, and we are here to discuss the continuation of our topic of reconciliation within the Congress for Democratic Change and other issues affecting the body politics of our country. I will be right back after a bit of our team song.
We come here again. Coalition for Democratic Change. Now the whole country champion they coming so. You better move on the road. I say you better move.
Thank you so much and welcome back to the show. Today is Friday, August 1, 2025. Today is the beginning of a brand new month and the end of an old week. Tomorrow is Saturday, the weekend, and we are here just in continuation of our CDC Hour, the program that brings you activities within the Congress for Democratic Change and other issues affecting the body politics of our country. I'm your host, Ishaka Sharif. So join me, be with me for the next 54 minutes as we bring to you classical information from the Congress for Democratic Change. If you are there, if you are on the live feed, begin to share the video, so that other people can be able to join the show. The Congress for Democratic Change is Liberia's biggest opposition political party and the country's largest grassroots political institution. And so now that we have found ourselves in opposition, it is the time to buckle up, to mend our screws properly, so that we can be able to come back to political power in 2029. That is 4 years and a change from now. Seditions all across the country, seditions all across the districts, the zones. Wherever you find yourself, this is your program. Before we delve into the exigency of the program, into the details of the program, as I may, let me say something here. In the last months or so, in the last weeks, in the last days or so, some people who have been listening to this show, who have chosen to call and insult, to denigrate other people, to denigrate the CDC, to denigrate the political leader and other people of the Congress for Democratic Change, we are sounding a caveat that we will not take you on this show. We will not. Because we don't know you, once you call on this show and begin to involve yourself into profanity, we will cut you off and we will have no apology for that. This is a CDC show. This is a political party show. This is not a government show. This is our own program so that we can be able to bring information to our people. So once you make it your business to call on the show to denigrate any member of the Congress for Democratic Change, any member of our party, the political, whether the political leader or the party itself or any other member of our political institution, I will not hesitate to cut you off. You cannot bring that unruly behavior on this platform. Let me recognize quickly the presence on the live feed of the chairman of the CDC USA, Comrade Yahaya Talata Sharif. Chairman, he's been a very good leader. He's been a very good chairman for the CDC USA. He has, mitigated a lot of issues that were potentially not viable to the overall good of the party. And today, his chairman, welcome to the show. I salute you. If you want to contribute anything to the show, Mr. Chairman, you can call on me and I will put it through, or any other member of the CDC USA I want to do that, I will bring them on immediately. So Chairman Sharif is watching with us alongside Maurice Massacoy, Albertina August, is it Albertina August Weir? She's watching with us also. Vinicius Bar watching with us from Nikru Town. So this is your caveat. Anybody who, you don't have to be a sedition, but if you call on the show, you got to be very respectful. You have to be very courteous of the fact that you are dealing with civilized people. You are dealing with a civilized political institution. So we're not stopping anybody from calling on our show, because this show, though it is a political party show, but it is also a show for the Liberian people. It's a program for the Liberian people. And that's why we have been here for the last 3 months or so. And we are going further. We're going all the way to 2029 and beyond with this platform. So we will not stop you from calling here. You can call. You are free to call. You are a Liberian, whether sedition or not. And so you have a stake to contribute to the overall development of our party and or our country, because we discuss as well other issues affecting the national society. So this is where we are. Basically, last Wednesday we were discussing about some people who have been involved in bad-mouthing the CDC whenever they have a disagreement with the political party. Okay, and also we've been talking about reconciliation. Like I said, Chairman Yaya Talata Sharif is one of the instruments through which some of our political impasses have been, resolved, both in CDC USA and other areas where seditions find themselves. So we will continue with the national reconciliation message of the CDC. Okay, we find ourselves in different communities. We find ourselves in different counties. We find ourselves in different districts. And so if you are a sedition out there and you have been somehow disenchanted, you've been somehow dissatisfied with certain issues within the CDC, you can call on us. You can ascertain from us. You can call to find out what is happening. Okay, you can call on the show to get to know some of the issues that are happening within the CDC. But what we will have to say here is the fact that the Congress for Democratic Change itself, we have come a long way until we tested political power and we know what it is. We know how power uh, makes political party to be. We know how viable the CDC has been. We know how strengthened the CDC have been as a political party, starting very vulnerably in 2005 when it was established by some of our bigger brothers, some of whom are not around us today, some of our sisters, some of whom are not around us today. But the CDC has been a property. The CDC is a property for generations to come. The CDC has been the property of many. Okay, CDC has gone close. I mean, a little after. I mean, the CDC has gone a little with two generations now, from 2005 to 2025, 20 years of its national existence within the political corridors of Liberia. And so we are here as a political party to stay. Read my lips. We are here to stay. Nothing can stop the CDC from being what it is. What we need to do with your support, with the semblances of your support, we can be a better political institution because I will always say there is no substitute for quality, and I will always say uh, there is always room for improvement on a given situation you find yourselves. So, with your support, with your contribution, with your commitment, with your dedication, uh, the CDC has come to stay. So, basically, on the reconciliation front, we will have to begin to love each other. We will have to begin to be there for each other. We will have to begin to respect each other. You don't necessarily have to agree with the man. You don't necessarily have to agree with the woman. Okay? But once you both are seditious, what you can do is you must respect his or her opinions because the opinions from that sedition counts. It is the opinion of seditians from all walks of life that consummate all together to make what the CDC is today. And so we have to be very much delicate. We have to be inclusive. We have to be loving. We have to be caring for each other because the CDC is what binds us together. It is that political institution, that tool, that symbol, that symbolism of togetherness, of unity that bring us and bind us together is the Congress for Democratic Change, the CDC. Okay. In Zimbabwe, for example, you have the ZANU PF. It is because of unity, it is because of dedication, the ZANU PF now in Zimbabwe. Go to South Africa, you have the African National Congress. Those political parties are all parties that that were founded on grassrootism. Grassrootism meaning the semblance and support of the grassroots majority. If you go to Angola, you have Frelimo. There are a lot of different countries where political parties were, in Namibia, they have SWAPO, okay, that was established by Sam Injoma and the rest of his folks who sought independence for Namibia. Okay, so the CDC has come a long way. Very young political institution, not in its embryonic stage anymore, but relatively a young political institution within Liberia's political spectrum that wants to bring, or that has brought, too much viability, right, to Liberia's democracy, because democracy itself is a competition of ideas, where we disagree with each other, but despite in our disagreement, right, we should be respectful of one another's opinion, of each other's opinion. And that's what makes our democracy very, very strong. For example, in 2005, we held an election that CDC contested less than 1 year old, right? We lost the election. We had disagreement in the political space, in the democratic space. But at the end of the day, bygone was bygone, and we respected each other's views as Liberians, and the countrywide moved forward. In 2011, similarly, we were confronted with election. We went through the election and we conducted that election. Though there were disagreements, we boycotted a runoff. But at the end of the day, for the sake of Liberia, the CDC was able to make the country triumph and move on to 2017, the third election after the formation of the CDC, an election that the CDC won. At that time, we were 12 years old as a political institution in the country. So the CDC, since its formation, has contributed immensely, viably to Liberia's democratic viability, right? And so we moved on to 2023, despite we being seated as a ruling political machinery, right? We a lot of different political tools in our favor, right? We lost the election. Yes, we lost the election. We can acknowledge that we lost the election, and even having lost the election with a razor-thin margin, with the slimmest of margin in Liberia's electoral history, what did we do as a political party? Led by a president of enormous magnitude of peace, we went ahead and announced to the entire world a bold declaration that we had been defeated, and we accept wholeheartedly the result of the election, because Liberia, as our country, as our simple, our single patrimony, should move on. Yes, we did that. But having lost the election and descended back into opposition, what happened? We have seen in the political space, right? Violations of our rights, violation of people's rights, of people's human rights, abuses of power, abuse of office, right? And today, the country is not as viable as it's supposed to be. The country is not viable as it's supposed to be. Okay, James Warden said we didn't lose the election; it was stolen, right? That's a debate for another day. It has some, yes, your statement has some iota of truth, but is it in this entirety? Well, I cannot say. The Liberian people will have to do that, to say that. Okay, so we have come back in opposition, and we all are preaching for a CDC comeback. I don't think any sedition, any meaningful sedition, any sedition of viable mindset for the survival of the CDC will not want for the CDC to come back. And to come back to come back to political power in 2029, right? There are things we need to do. There are things we need to do. The major thing we need to do as a political institution to come back to power is to stop the bickering, is to stop the unwarranted, the unnecessary criticisms of each other. We lost the election. We take responsibility. Some way, somehow, more than 80% of the entire membership of the CDC, especially at the highest level, right? We contributed to the defeat of the CDC. We contributed to the defeat of the CDC. But all of that is now water under the bridge. We cannot continue to lament. Lamentation will not solve the problem. What will solve the problem is to begin to pick up our broken pieces, stand up, and move again as a political party. And in so doing, we need to stop the blame game. Let us stop blaming each other. Oh, this man was responsible for our defeat. That woman was responsible for our defeat. Let us stop. Because the more we involve ourselves to doing that, the more time we will consume fighting ourselves. Let me say today, like I have said times without number, that the CDC coming back to power in 2029 is very easy. It's one of the easiest things we will get to understand. Only if we set our differences aside and unite and stop blaming each other for the defeat of the CDC in 2023. Because I believe strongly, Helena Wilson, thank you for coming on, Ralph Cooper, all of you, Oscar Ziegbian, thanks to all of you, James Walden, you are watching, Sis Lou Blackman, you're watching. The biggest threat, like I've always said, the biggest threat to the CDC comeback is ourselves. Our biggest threat to a comeback in 2029 is not a United Party. No, it's not a UP. The biggest threat to a CDC comeback in 2029 is seditions themselves. If we cannot unite, it's going to be very difficult for us to achieve that feat. Unity amongst CDC, speaking in one voice, going in one accord, respecting each other, stop the blame games, give each other courtesy. Will be the tools for a CDC comeback, because we have some of the most committed partisans across the country. Wookie Davis from District 2. Okay. We have some of the most committed human beings you can find in this country. And again, while we are preaching about a CDC unity, while we are preaching about a CDC comeback, okay, we will also have to tell the hierarchy of the CDC, the leadership of the CDC, to continue to lead the party with respect, to continue to respect our partisans, to continue to respect the contributions our partisans are making. Yes, let us continue to acknowledge the molecule, even if it is a molecule of respect or dedication or commitment from those partisans you see out there, from Nickeltown, from Logantown, from West Point, Claratown, Sonny Wen, wherever people find themselves, they are giving this party their support. They are giving this party their dedication, their commitment. The leadership of the party will need to continue to respect them and to hold their support in high esteem. And now that the leadership is beginning to do that, we also would like to talk to our people, to speak to our people, in the communities, in the slums, in the ghettos, wherever you find yourselves, as seditians, as seditious, as sympathizers, contributors to the CDC struggle, to the Blue Revolution. This revolution will not end. This revolution cannot end. It is on your shoulders. This revolution rests. It is your support, your dedication, your commitment that this party is surviving on. Because you are the grassroots majority that gave your all to this political party since its formation in 2005. And this party will not continue to waver. This party will not waver. We will not waver in acknowledging that support you continue to give us. Some of you lost everything. Some of you have lost everything. Some of you have lost your families. Some of you have lost your loved ones. Some of you have lost your belongings. Some of you have lost your properties. Just in an attempt, just in your own commitment to vote for this party, to support this party. Oh yes. The party has given some of you a lot of things. This party has paid to the lives of some of you, but the party has now also given to some of you. And so we understand your issue, we understand your disagreement, we understand your disenchantment sometimes with the CDC. I agree with you in part that the party will need to do more. But the only way the party can do more for you seditians is for you to continue your support for it. For you to continue to give to this party. The 6 years we were in power, there were massive policy implemented by this political institution. A lot of people benefited. The young people, older people benefited from the socialist policy of this political institution. Educationally, this party did much in 6 years. Infrastructurally, this party did an indelible, it left an indelible imprint on the country. We were not able to stay in power for a long time. No. But the 6 years we were in the bureaucracy of the state for, we brought a lot of changes to even Liberia's infrastructural program. We built roads, we built bridges, we paid school fees, we paid tuitions, we paid WAS fees, We constructed public buildings. We constructed public bridges. We expanded electricity. Oh, yes, we expanded electricity. We expanded water supply. And we created a business environment where Liberians were thriving. As a political party, we are very, very proud of our records. We are very proud of our records. And we will continue to be proud of our records. Amira Tule is on the live feed. J. Augustus G. Clep on the live feed. Amara Jalakamara, Wookie Davis, all of you on the live feed. Continue, please share the video so that other people can be able to join the show. If you are there in Radio Land, you are listening to the CDC Hour on Kings FM 88.5, and you are also on the live feed on Kings and Clark TV Live. Continue to share the show so that other people can be able to watch. Okay. I'm coming. Give me a little chance. So this party, like we were saying, this party is surviving on your blood and sweat. This party has survived. This party has survived on your support. And we continue to count on it. That's why even when the how do I call it? The due payment scheme was launched, right? The due payment scheme. When it was launched, citizens were flocking in to pay their dues. Even today, that process continues. People are now beginning to ask the party to decentralize the process. And the party is listening. The party is listening, and the party will decentralize the process. The former president, who's the political leader of this party, his county tour, during that time on the county tour in September next month, it's just tentative. I'm telling you, it's tentative. In September of next month, September, the political leader will embark on the county tour. It is being planned already. The due payment will be launched to our people in the counties, to our people in the various districts across the country. So if you need information about anything within the CDC, don't hesitate to contact us. I'm here, and I will be able to respond to some of your inquiries about the Congress for Democratic Change. But again, this party depends on no other people but you. Depends on your support, your both moral and financial support. This is a party that was founded with traditions, printing their own t-shirts. It still continues today. Oh yes, it still continues today. Even during the last election, there were seditions who printed their own t-shirts just to support this party. And the way the country is going, the way the country is going in a very very terrible manner, right? We have seen a compelling need to appeal to you to come back to this party. If you had left before, you are out there supporting different institutions, or saying still you are on the fence. It is important, it's imperative that you come back to the CDC. The CDC is like a family. The CDC is like everybody's home. Once you find yourself within the compound of the CDC, it's like you have arrived. When you come in contact with a clinician, very passionate, so passionate about each other's welfare, it's like you have reached home. So this is how we need to continue as a political institution. People will mock you. People will say all sorts of things about you. People will continue to say all of the nasty things about you. But do not waver. No, do not waver. Because once you waver, once you continue to draw back, once you continue to withdraw your support from the CDC, it makes other people happy. All of you are stakeholders of the CDC, no matter who you are, no matter how small you are, no matter how young you are. Everybody is a national stakeholder of the CDC. And let us continue with that, to respect each other, to contribute to each other's welfare, and to be there for each other. This is the major reason for which institutions are founded, so that people can seek each other's welfare. We will continue to also talk to our leadership, the leadership of the CDC, both national and county and district levels of the CDC, also in the zones. This party has come to stay. Let us not do anything inimical to affect the support base of the CDC. This is the message we will continue to preach. This is the message we'll continue to convey across all of our 73 electoral districts, across our 15 counties, across the zones in the various districts of this country. For me, my blood is blue, because the CDC Blue Revolution run down my bloodline. The CDC is what I eat. It's what a lot of people eat. It's what we drink. The CDC is what we live. Because it is the only political party we know. Yes, it is the only political party we know. If you are there in Radio Lands, you are listening to the Cdc Hour on Kings FM 88.5. You can now begin to place your calls on 0772 239933. That is 0772 239933, 0886 304497, or the lone female line on 0777 980375. Again, you can begin to place your calls on 0772 239933, 086 4497, or the lone female line on 0777 980375. We will begin to take your call in the next 1 minute or so when my producer is ready. So, the way the country is running, let's begin to say this thing here. The way the country is running, it is enough reason for all of you seditians to see reason to come together. Let's talk our own CDC way, because this is a CDC show. Until our producer can come so we can be able to take your calls, let's say this. Let's talk our own CDC way. You know you are in the communities. You know you're in the districts. And you know you love CDC. Do not stupor. It is not about shame. Be proud of your political institution like I am proud of the CDC. I am proud of the CDC. Because the CDC made some of us. That's the same way the CDC can make you. The CDC did not come to die. The CDC cannot die in your generation. No. Do not accept that. Once you are alive, continue to pay your dues to the CDC. Your due is not only money, your due is your support. Your due is your commitment. Your due is your dedication. Your due is your determination to see the CDC move forward. Your due is your determination to see the CDC move forward. Okay, you can begin to place your calls in now on 077223993308630447. We have our first call on the line. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening, Ishaka Sherry.
Yes, good evening. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, my name is Maurice Pastor calling from Ken Johnson Road.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah, Ishaka, thank you for the show. Saying you started the show. I keep always listening to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, as you like that said, you know, the party we are already been divided for the 2023 election. But it doesn't mean that the party going to the end. So that's what you're saying. We should forget about blaming one another, because we know people that are in the party that will call for the party to fall. But then that's the case. Some people living out carrying the party near the political, other people, the political leader, no one getting the chance to serve the other side to serve the other side. Now all a pass already move in the quarter. So the only thing we can do now to come back together and hold together, as we saying, to hold together and keep the party moving on the 2029. So we can see our best. We can go by again.
Thank you so much.
Every day I can listen to this show here. In my duty, they come in next week Saturday. I'm going to pay my partner money. I pay my duty the first day of rest. So I'm going to pay my partner money again. I'm going to pay for 1 year.
Oh, thank you so much for that commitment. Thank you for that dedication.
That party be together. We shouldn't mind the people living the party going us happening anything about the party. No problem. They still want to go to our cause. So I'm happy. Very happy. Thank you for the show. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Let's take another caller. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Let's take another caller. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening, Bibo Ishaka.
Guys, good evening.
Thank you, and good evening to the hardworking family of the Great Kings family for the brilliant work doing for the Liberian in general.
Oh, yes.
For the recognitions for the public and pocket Robert. And I join you this evening for an unknown destination.
Let's hear you, bro. Poker, are you there? Okay, we have lost Poker. due to network. Let's take another caller. Hello.
Yes, sir. Ishaka.
Yeah, Elder Council.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Ishaka, I want to get a suggestion.
Okay.
Okay. You're coming tower in the interior. You know that I call my cousin when camping for UP. I will ask the man and I say, he didn't know about it. He didn't want going on in time here. They know. So that different stations they can listen to. Where they can tell me, I can get believe it, then I can explain to them. So you please send your radio station there, and the people that know people there that grow up in the interior, or your care there. You want to get carry people to say from there. But they were born in Morovia. They even know nothing is going on there. That's one suggestion to me.
Okay, thank you so much, Elder Council. Let's take another caller. Hello.
Yes. Good evening, Ishaka.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you very much. Ishaka, I am Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a protocol on Town Coast Hill, Western Community. Ishaka, thank you for this discussion. And let me add my voice to you. I want to take this time to call on all citizens. Citizens, George Weashen, and all of us. I want to take this time to rally us to come together. The 2023 election lost painfully because of dissatisfaction and inner fight. And I believe all of us have seen how these grossly incompetent gangsters are looting our country. It is now time that we put our differences aside, come together as one people, stay under one umbrella to reclaim our country. And let the gangsters, let me tell them goodbye, count 2029. Thank you very much, Ishaka. And let this be a radical for all of us. Let's come together, round this boat to regain the free tuition at the University of Liberia, the payment of the WAS fee, the countless kilometers of roads that were being built, the free horses.
Okay, thank you so much, Spencer Mohammed. Let's take another caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Ishaka.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Romeo Tufa. I'm calling you from the Bomber Girl.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, Ishaka, you know, what all you are saying, or you always say on the radio is true. We had to put our differences aside and reconcile the party. Speaking to you, I'm the vice chair for mobilization and recruitment at the Bomber Girl. Since the election, I think we are the only district that put leadership to place. The organization is actively working with our the county chairman from Pong County as well. So we have a program plan, reconciliation program. But at the time, our party chairman was beating, our party official was dragged to court, so we couldn't launch our program. So I need your personal number so that you myself can talk. The party needs reconciling.
Okay, so come in. Just give me your number. I can't give my number to you now on the show. So just give me your number.
Okay, my number is 0775
0775 14 61 44. Okay.
Yes.
I will call you right after the show. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Let's take another caller. Hello.
Yeah, I'm back. Thank you.
Yeah, Poker Robbers. We lost you due to network.
Yeah. It was due to network problem. But anyway, think I'm back. Before Ishaka, I want to add my voice to many voices and also to yours. That all of the citizens in and around the particle of Liberia and the world, we should be very optimistic and very excited that our president has done immense well in the interest of our beloved country. Can you imagine today? Our manifesto that the president laid and even attributed into function is what today the regime is enjoying. You can see Joseph Borat going to the run, to the ERW run around. Who built that run around? You can see today Joseph Borat traveling to the VIP terminal, VIP lodge. Who built that VIP lodge? You get the Dillon and his children, more and children going to the invisible park. Who built an invisible park? So we should be very assertive of our manifesto. That was infatuated to the force to an excellency President George Mann development oriented. We are. So to conclude, we are optimistic. These are when people have feel our manifesto, they are tested it, and then what they are calling up again to what to do more of what we did before. And I can tell you, the government, they are mango dumb. They have the government, they have the door on the head, but we're beating it. You go around, you see people calling out, Cdc come back, we are come back. So they are just mango jump. They are
okay, thank you, Poker Roberts. Thank you, Poker Roberts. Let's take another call there. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I'm Oscar Zigman calling from Gombe.
Yeah, Mr. Zigman, let's hear you.
What all you say is true, but what we need to do is that we need to put Mackenzie in the place, the leadership of CDC, because most of our leaders in the various countries, they're not effective. You know, when you say you're leader, it's not something for you to be proud of yourself. Most of our country leaders, they are too proud. When people get in leadership, they don't reach to the outsider. They want to sit in a car or sit in the office for people to walk to them. You know, when you're looking for something, people have power and say there's something that can want and you can receive. So I always call you upon you people.
The party is restructuring. The party is restructuring, and the counties, the districts, everything fall within. So we will reach to Nimba. We reach to a lot of different counties. The party is restructuring. Okay, thank you. Let's take another call. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Sherry.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Isaac too, and I joined the conversation for my district 14 resident here in Togo community.
Okay,
I'm the chairperson of the Female Youth Council.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, so Mr. Sherry, thank you very much for taking off your time almost every time to come and inform us and educate us as it relates to our party. Let me say thank you so much for that. And Mr. Sherry, I like to say this. I always say to the people that the CDC lost this going elections for a purpose. And these are some of the purposes we are stressing. That, you know, when God wants to do something, he allows something to happen so that you see it for yourself. Seriously, like people, you know, deflecting from the CDC going to other parties. Yes, these are people that were just around because of what they're getting. Now the CDC is now getting to ourselves that knowing those true citizens and people who are just around. Now we want to know themselves that to see this about you, especially those of us, you know, ordinary, you know, citizens for our, you know, so it will not be united. So this is the moment to unite ourselves. National level, or the small level, we must be united support for the blood and by leadership and by governance. We must be united from this moment up to tonight. If we cannot be united, we're not going to
thank you. We will be united. We'll be united. Thank you. Let's take another caller. We have no time. Hello?
Hello,
yeah, Mabenu.
Yeah,
let's hear you.
Yeah. We united good and we Felicia united. We are waiting for our BB people to declare war for in their mouth. They say, oh, you are ready to do something, or somebody B person coming to your district to come to say to get for in your mind. When they're ready to they say we're ready by God grace. We are not feeling. We are not forcing people. We are not wicked people who love each other. Seriously, thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Ma Bendu. Another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yeah, because how is sir?
I'm good.
I'm here to small calling you from West Point.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm here for district number 2, Bon County.
Okay.
Here we are going on the political decision of CDC. I would say this chief, I'm not to criticize somebody, but you say, oh, well, one thing is this. We got to go by the country, straight to the country leadership. So I said we were in our country there. When the people were turning our result over to the other party in a question, district number 2,
06003. I put our working to Lamier. I bring that issue up. Then my superintendent was on the spot. That's the work when we got a lot, and then me or pushing me beyond oppositions or watch out. In the position I know that we are working together. The people there to watch out there. The police officer, it's about other places. I said no. Shut up, they will have my death for me. It's all the cheese. All of us, one day, would live in a certain minute. Keep the what going on here?
Okay. We have heard that the party will take a decisive action for that not to recur. We have another caller. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening, Ishaka, and good evening to the peace-loving people of Lofa County. And Mr. Boka is excluded from those peace-loving people because this puppy doesn't have no crew of leadership. You know, he's making our country to go down to the dream. Ishaka, okay, this is Mohammed Dondo for Fana Junior. Well, I just want to conscientize all our citizens that CDC is the more vibrant party in the Republic of Liberia. We had the best intellectual, people. We got the best educated people. So I just want to conscientize the citizen that we are the number one people in the Republic of Liberia. Just imagine this going election. These guys, they inhabited Nimba County, and Nimba County is the second populated county in Liberia. And then the entire Nimba County voted for the Unity Party. And then you can imagine 17,000 votes. The entire Nimba County they voted for, and 17,000 votes win the CDC. So you should know that CDC is one of the vibrant party and one of the party.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No time. Let's take another caller there. Hello.
Yeah, hello. My Betty, community.
Hey, my Betty. Let's hear you.
I got talking with you and the leader there. Who the Oma there will support you, will pray. They will not know. But now, everybody know now. They will put themselves together. You're the leadership. You put yourself together. Or your unity, put down. Without a problem. So let's help you with your 2029 get to the victory.
Amen. Amen. Let's take two more calls.
Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening, Isiaka.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, this is David King, and I do join you for second notice.
Oh, David King. David King, let's listen to your melodious voice.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. You see, Isiaka, I can say to anybody, let's muster the courage. Let us muster the courage. We shouldn't be deterred by the lies that he guys carry around every day. John, we are saying he's not coming back, and the citizen enforcing to come back. I want them to know one thing. President, we are there on the national youth payment day during the launch. He said, we are coming back. He didn't say, I will not come back. He said, we are coming back, and we will take this country. So citizens should just listen to that little voice, what he said on that fateful day. And for people to think that, party will be like, CDC will never spend power. It is only God who determined that. We heard it since 2005 that George Weah was never going to become president in this country. And George Weah became president. So let us not be deterred by the chicanery and the lies that have been told in the public by UP. We will come back and we'll do better things than what we did during the previous time. And during the day of voting, citizens, we will have salary on that day. We will not leave the polling center. We will protect our vote every step along the way. Because
thank you, David King. No time. Thank you. Let's take the last call if there's any. Okay, seditions, you listen to the callers, you listen to all of those who have shared their views here today. Everything is unanimous. The CDC is expected to come back in 2029. But to come back, we need to respect each other. We need to love each other. We need to care for each other, because with unity, with strength, with dedication, with commitment, only we can defeat the Unity Party government. Our election in 2029 is left with ourselves, because our biggest challenge, our biggest threat to coming back is not a UP, is the CDC itself. On the basis of that, we have come to the end of today's edition of the CDC Hour. Until you see us again, by God's grace, by God's willing, inshallah, it will be on Monday with a brand new edition of this program. Until then, I see you.
We are coming again. Mama Joe, coming again. Up in the Rossi, coming again.